To get the best results out of this X-ray material, you want to make sure that there is an underlying 3D piece of geometry. So in this case, I've got the human body, and if I hide that, I've got a skeleton underneath. All right, so you want to go to Create, Shader, Cinema 4D Octane, create an Octane material. You want to leave your material type on Diffuse, and here by Opacity, we want to load in a Falloff map. And it really is that simple. You can see the preview over here that we've already got our X-ray material. So I'm going to drag and drop that onto the body, drag and drop that onto the skeleton. And if I bring up my live viewer over here, send that over to the live viewer, immediately we'll have our X-ray material. So there we go. You can see everything is transparent, but we want to bring in a Octane daylight, and then with the Octane daylight, right, you want to make sure that we go ahead and actually rotate our Octane daylight so that the entire scene is completely black. So let's zoom in here again, and then I'm going to create an area light. Right, and this area light is going to be placed behind my character. Right, so we're creating a rim light in this case, and I just found that the lighting placed behind the object seems to give me pretty interesting results. And then you can see already here in the live viewer we have our X-ray view, but we need to control how blown out these highlights are. And of course you can add in another light source on either side of your object as well to get some different results. Right, so you'll notice that the overall white highlights on this X-ray material are completely blown out. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on my gear icon, and here by your GI mode, change it to GI diffuse, and you can obviously increase your maximum samples as well if you want better quality with your render. But to control these blown out highlights on our X-ray material, open up your material, go to the Falloff map in opacity, and there's two sliders we have to adjust here, but I found that putting this maximum value on 0.1 is going to make this material look a lot better. Those highlights are not going to be completely blown out. So let's just resend that to the live viewer quickly, and you'll see that it looks a lot better. It's not completely blown out with those white highlights. And then this Falloff skew factor is going to control how the overall X-ray material it's like basically controlling the intensity. So you'll see that if I bring this down, I get a completely different look and feel. And if I push this up, it seems to highlight the edges on the geometry and make that a little bit more prominent. So you guys can play around with that slider until you get something that you are happy with. Alright, so that's it guys. You know how to create the X-ray material. Over here I would actually go ahead and create an Octane camera, and in this case with the human and the skeleton, I'd actually put this on something like portrait. I'd go into my camera over here. Alright, and then what I'm basically just going to adjust here is I'm going to go to my camera imager. I'm going to enable camera imager, put my response on linear, and here by the saturation, bring that all the way down to 0 so the image is completely black and white. Then you can go to post-processing, enable that, and even put a little bit of bloom on your image, so it's going to make some of these white edges shine a little bit if that's something that you're going for. So you can get some pretty interesting results, and yeah, play around with that guys and see what you can end up coming up with. Alright, so you guys can also get creative, maybe duplicate that X-ray material. Over here I wanted two different types of X-ray material. So for the body, you can see over here my Falloff skew factor was decreased to 2, but for the actual skeleton underneath I've got a different skew factor value on here, which is 4, which tends to highlight some of the edges a little bit more as well. So mix and match, play around with those X-ray material values and see what you guys can actually come up with. Right, so the last thing, if you guys actually wanted to add some color to this image, you can obviously go back into your Octane camera, bring up the saturation, and then we can add some color into our scene just by altering our Octane light. So if I bring down the temperature to something like this, now this is actually looking really cool, and the bloom is also creating this effect. It almost looks like these sparkles on here, and this is usually present when the when the max samples is quite low. So you saw in the beginning there was actually a pretty interesting effect that was present on there. But if you wanted a very specific color, let's just undo the temperature. Here by texture, we want to load in an RGB spectrum. Go into the RGB spectrum, go to color, and now we can choose another color here like blue. And that's going to change your overall color of your X-ray. Okay. Alright guys, so now you know how to create the material. Go ahead and experiment with it, see what you can come up with, play around with that Falloff skew factor, duplicate that X-ray material, apply it onto different pieces of your object, and just see what you guys can come up with. Alright, so thank you so much for watching my videos and tutorials guys. Stay tuned for some more videos and tutorials, and goodbye.